This video is how to make a Kleenex Cozy. You're going to need a scrap piece of fabric, a piece of paper cut 6 inches by 9 inches, pins, chalk, and you'll need to thread your sewing machine as well. You're going to start by flipping your fabric over so the bad side is up. In other words, this is your good side because it has the nice color that we want to see when we're finished. So this is the side we don't want anyone to see, therefore our bad side or the wrong side. We're then going to take our pattern. You lay out your fabric with the good side down. Your pattern is now on the bad side or the wrong side. To pin, you go straight down to the table, sideways, and then come right back up. I'm going to do this all the way around. You're now going to take your chalk and you're going to trace all the way around on the outside. There are now a few lines you need to transfer. This line right here on the top, which is about 1/4 inch down from the edge, as well as the other side. So an easy way to do that is to remove your pins, only from one part of it, leaving your 2 middle ones in, fold down your pattern, and trace across. Flip it around and do the same on the other side. Now that I have my lines traced, I can take my pattern piece off. You're now going to cut using shears, keeping your fabric on the table and cutting along that outside line. It's very important that you do not cut this line because we need that one to fold on and it will not fit your Kleenex if you cut that one off. Make sure that your iron is turned onto cotton. You're going to take your project and fold it from the good side to the bad side on that line you drew, right here. You're going to take your pressing cloth, you're going to lay it on top of your seam. Then you're going to take your iron, which is set to cotton, and you're just going to press it. Go back and forth a few times. You can use the steam button if you like to. And once it's pressed, flip it around and do the same to the other side. You're going to then fold it in half. Take your pressing cloth again. You're going to open your Kleenex Cozy up. So you had it folded in half, open it up so that the folded edges are facing up. And you're going to place it into your machine so that this side is on the number 10 line or the 3/8 line. So in order to get my machine to be on the right settings, I want this red dot here to be under A3. So I'm going to turn my pattern selector dial, which is the bottom dial on your right hand side, and it can turn away from you or towards you till that red dot is under A3. Now I'm going to look at my stitch width here, and this red means I can put it anywhere inside the red that I would like. So I'm going to move my stitch width, which is my top one, over to about a 3. Now I'm going to look at my stitch length. Again, the red shows me where I want my stitch is to be, and I'm going to leave mine on 3 because I like that stitch length. You can change it to whatever you'd like. The smaller your stitch length, the smaller your stitches will become. With your Kleenex Cozy, make sure that you're lining it up on the 3/8 line or the number 10. Put your fabric under the presser foot so that you can see fabric in the hole of your presser foot where your needle goes in. Turn your needle towards you. You're going to go forward 3 stitches. Hold down your reverse stitch switch. And push on your control pedal at the same time to go backwards 3 stitches. Now you're going to sew all the way to the end. Hold down your reverse stitch switch and back stitch 3 stitches. And then go forward to the end. You're going to cut your threads off right beside your project. And now you're going to do the other side. So now you've cut your threads on all 4 sides, and you have this nice seam in the middle from when we did our ironing. So flip your project over so the good side is up. You're going to place your first fold over top of the center. So it's going to go right above your ironed line and overlap the other one right on top. Now you're going to take some pins. You're going to pin them into the project sideways and back through so that the point goes towards the open side, and do the same on the other side. You're now going to sew from this side to this side on the 3/8 line with a straight stitch. So you're now sewing on a straight stitch, which is A1. Your settings are 0 and 3. Going to line up your fabric just like before. Put your needle in while holding your threads. Go forward 3 stitches. Backwards 3 stitches. Stop at your pin. Put your needle in and pull it out. Sew to the end, back stitch, and now it's closed. Gonna sew the other side. You're going to cut off all your threads. You're going to take your Kleenex Cozy, flip it inside out. Poke out your corners. And now you're ready for a Kleenex. You're going to take your Kleenex so that the opening is on the top and put it inside your cozy. When you're finished, these should overlap. And now you're ready to give it as a gift. If you're going to make a second one, for the zigzag stitch, you could use a decorative stitch on your sewing machine as well, because you will see it.